Your First Leadership Job: How Catalyst Leaders Bring Out the Best in Others by Tacy M. Byham and Richard S. Wellins book review. Hi friends, today I am going to review the book, Your First Leadership Job: How Catalyst Leaders Bring Out the Best in Others by Tacy M. Byham and Richard S. Wellins. The new catalyst leader. Becoming a first-time leader is no easy feat. A full two-thirds of employees don't feel confident in their abilities to manage the transition into a leadership role. However, with the right tools, anyone can learn to be a catalyst leader who inspires others to reach their full potential. Leadership is a craft that is perfected through the focused dedication of time, attention, and self-awareness, not unlike a chef, artist, or surgeon. To serve as catalysts, leaders must develop an intimate knowledge of their organization. The excellent leader also tends to have a positive personality, motivation to lead, and the ability to engage with others. Confident leaders are accountable and goal-oriented. They seek personal growth. They develop clear ideas and action plans. They operate based on personal authenticity, handle feedback well, and help others perform at their best. A catalytic leader cultivates a trustworthy, honest workplace culture, which helps employees feel happier and be more productive. Such leaders steadily accrue experience and build their competence. Leadership takes work, but the upside is tremendous, helping people achieve their goals and dreams. When you face the challenge of developing those characteristics, the hardest step is altering your personality to adapt to leadership. People with negative tendencies, such as arrogance, or with a propensity for thoughtless behavior, will have a harder time assuming leadership roles. Avoid taking credit for work you didn't do, instigating or encouraging rivalries or conflicts among team members, and blaming your mistakes or failures on others. People make quick judgments about new leaders, so start with a positive leadership style, developing your brand of leadership. As a new frontline leader, have conversations with people throughout your organization to get a better sense of its goals and of people's expectations of you in your new role. Much like an ingredient that induces a chemical reaction, a catalyst leader is someone who ignites action in others. To bring out the best in your team, assign work that suits the interests and abilities of each team member. Give people useful and applicable feedback, and offer compliments when appropriate. Create opportunities for your supervisors, your peers, and your clients to give you direct, individual feedback. You may worry that others will see you as weak if you solicit their advice, but research shows that the opposite is true. Don't be afraid of negative feedback. Mistakes give you opportunities to improve or to fail forward, but only if you learn from your errors. Little of what leaders do gets done alone. That's why we believe so strongly in the concept of leader as catalyst. As you gather advice and develop as a leader, keep a daily or weekly journal to reflect on your progress, strengths, shortcomings, and the areas of your personality, experience, knowledge, and skills that you need to expand. Consider how you'd like your colleagues to describe your leadership style or brand, and think about the legacy you want to leave as a leader. Creating a culture of achievement. The conversations you have in hallways, over the phone, and around the boardroom table can help you succeed or cause you to falter as a leader. A good leader leverages conversations to address practical needs expressed by employees, whether job-related or personal. The real opportunity of leadership is a deeply human one, but precisely because humans are involved, lots of things can go wrong. To help fulfill people's personal needs, offer support, nourish their self-esteem, engage empathetically, solicit their involvement or input, and build trust by sharing insights or feelings. Employees whose leaders demonstrate empathy are more engaged and less anxious. Employees regard sympathetic leaders as better coaches than those who don't show empathy. When you talk to people, ask questions and demonstrate that you're listening and understand their viewpoint. Great leadership takes place every day, in the smallest of ways. It is reflected first and foremost in your conversations, the way you influence others, and how you interact with the people on your team and in your network. Employees like to feel as if they have some degree of input on the decisions that affect them. Soliciting their help demonstrates that you value their contributions and motivates them to take ownership of their projects. Successful leaders solicit input 70% of the time and give people directions only about 30% of the time. However, request input only from the appropriate people and try not to rely too much or too repeatedly on the same ones. If you aren't prepared to do a leader's work, then no money will ever be enough. 2. Create a culture of openness and trust. Tell your team the reasons and rationales behind your decisions and share your personal experiences and ideas when suitable. If you find someone's contribution lacking, avoid personal criticism or attacks. Discuss their work with them privately. Cite only facts, not emotions, to avoid harming their self-esteem. Great leaders know that their success relies on the success of the people they lead. When discussing how to deal with workplace challenges, don't make the common mistake of rushing to a solution. If your team isn't meeting its goals, take the time to explain the situation. Solicit members' feedback to clarify why they are falling short. Ask them to share their ideas about meeting the challenge at hand and agree on a solution together. Networking relationships only work when the value flows both ways. Good leaders help their team members take accountability for their projects and ownership of their tasks by providing the support systems they need. Try to avoid taking people's assignments away from them. This diminishes their self-esteem and lessens their trust in you. Creating a positive workplace culture helps you and your team achieve your organization's objectives. Set specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-specific, SMART goals. Establish a clear schedule of tasks and due dates. To get the best results, identify and focus on your organization's most crucial priorities and ignore potentially time-wasting distractions. Measure your progress by implementing systems to track how close you are to your goals and to assess your results. Although women are making real and steady gains in higher education and earning entry-level jobs in fields previously dominated by men, they have made few inroads into upper-level positions. Create an execution culture in which your team becomes adept at achieving its targeted results. To keep team members on track, schedule several small performance reviews per year. This promotes open communication and means that employees need not dread a comprehensive and intimidating annual review. Hiring and retaining team members. First-time managers often aren't sure how to select new hires. This is problematic because hiring the wrong people can be expensive and time-consuming. Making the wrong choice of a new employee can undermine your reputation as a leader, your energy, time, and resources, relationships with clients, the reputation of your company, and more. The best leaders have the innate ability to make everyone around them better. Avoid these common hiring mistakes. 1. Not requesting relevant information from applicants. 2. Incorrectly interpreting applicants' responses to interview questions. 3. Focusing solely on whether applicants can do the job and not on whether they have the necessary motivation. 4. Allowing personal biases or stereotypes to influence hiring decisions. 5. Putting too much stock in first impressions, which can be fickle or erroneous. 6. Succumbing to pressure to make a new hire quickly. 7. Failing to convince applicants of the position's desirability. The journey to being an excellent leader is a long one, and the road can be rough. However, the rewards along the way can be very satisfying if you've chosen to be the leader for the right reasons. To ensure hiring the best applicant, focus your interview on candidates' relevant experience, job-related skills, and knowledge. Ask questions about their previous projects and results. Consider how they reacted to different situations. Comparing the outcomes of previous situations can help you predict how someone will behave at your company. Invite 1 or 2 colleagues to sit in on each interview to gain different perspectives about the candidates under consideration. Check each candidate's references thoroughly. Here's the beautiful little secret about leadership. It's really about connecting with other human beings. Once you hire new team members, take action to engage and retain them. Recognize their value as individuals and make sure they feel appreciated in their new roles. Create a positive workplace environment by helping them view their work as meaningful. Dealing with your boss. A mutually respectful and productive relationship with your direct supervisor is crucial to your success as a leader. Nurture a genuine, one-to-one connection with your boss and learn his or her motivations and preferences. Remember, your boss is human and capable of making mistakes. Anticipate challenges. Plan positive mutual interactions. Keep your manager abreast of pertinent details about your projects, so you never have to report surprises. Solicit your boss's help when appropriate, and offer to help solve workplace problems. Invest in the relationship and assess it periodically. Women and leadership. Women face profound challenges in the workplace. Even today, women remain less likely than men to be hired for top-earning positions. Less than 25% of senior vice presidents are female, and only 19% of chief-level executives are women. Research shows that companies gain quantifiable benefits from having more female employees. In fact, firms with more women on staff show better financial performance. Many women cite a lack of opportunities for career advancement. Executive corporate culture is predominantly male, and many companies lack female role models in high-ranking positions. Women should search out both male and female mentors and sponsors to guide their transition to leadership roles. Women must secure equal access to workplace experiences and contacts that help them develop confidence in their readiness to lead. Managing your team. A good leader knows when to act as a coach responding both reactively and proactively to opportunities and challenges. An effective coach stays readily available to staff members who need advice, asks thought-provoking questions to help guide the way to solutions, and never makes others feel defensive. When coaching your team, make sure they know you're listening to them, respect them, and value their work and involvement. Employees who don't perform at full potential can undermine your team. So coach each person to improve. Motivate your team by providing feedback that's specific, positive, developmental, and timely. Ideally, act immediately after an employee completes the task or action you'd like to discuss. When giving developmental feedback, focus on specific actions, situations, and results. Suggest alternate actions or tactics the person could have taken, and outline the results you expect. Knowing how to delegate tasks effectively is a critical skill for managing your team. Don't assign tasks to people who lack the ability, motivation, or time to complete the job. To prevent unanticipated obstacles, monitor and measure employees' progress on their tasks. Expanding your network and influence. Leaders need 5 reliable networks. An idea network, people who offer innovation and ideas. A development network, people interested in your development and growth. A social network, people you can rely on for support and good advice. An influence network, people at your firm who can direct you to the necessary information and resources. A career network, people in your company and outside of it who can advise you. Asking for help is a proven step to career success. Identify the resources you need, contact those who can provide them, and don't be afraid to ask your contacts for help. A good networking relationship should be reciprocal, so connect to people who also can gain from working with you. Fine-tune the social skills you need to lead. This gives you the power to influence those around you, to join forces, and to expand your impact as a leader. Takeaways. 1. Taking on their first leadership role is the toughest change in many people's careers. 2. Successful new leaders develop an authentic leadership style and receive feedback well. 3. A catalyst leader pursues continual self-improvement. 4. Good leaders cultivate positive connections and invest in relationship capital. 5. Instead of taking on a workload that is too big for you as a new leader, learn to delegate effectively. 6. Develop a culture of accountability by monitoring and measuring your team's progress. 7. Good leaders seek their team's input 70% of the time and give directions only 30% of the time. 8. Job success correlates directly with asking for help. 9. Women are underrepresented in top leadership positions even though having more female employees boosts a business's financial performance. 10. Effective leaders nurture 5 types of networks: an idea network, a development network, a social network, an influence network, and a career network. Like, share, and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.